At showtime. What's up, historians? Welcome back. Another great episode of the Historically Haunted VODCAST, Season 5. Still going strong. Episode, 16. Episode 16, that's right. I am your host, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter from Historically Haunted Tours. Sorry for my voice squeaking. I swear I've hit puberty. I know Mama Wolf was my guest tonight. Yellow Wolf's mama, the musician. She had to back out on me unfortunately. So I had a future guest come on that I actually know personally here in Maine. So sorry for you guys checking in that want to see Mama Wolf. I swear to God, we have a good episode. Mama will be back. We are going to have a future date. We got some people coming up this summer, all that good stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Real quick, before we go to that, though, I want to do an introduction I got sent to me. If you guys don't know Marlon Taylor, he was in the original Loser. He was in the original It movie with Pennywise. He was in the Losers Club. And he sent me this introduction.
Hey, it's Marlon Taylor here. If you guys don't know, it's young Mike Hanlon from the 1990 version of Stephen King's It. You guys are sitting at home, you don't know what to do, you ain't got nothing to do, you know what I recommend? Go check out Historically Haunted, the VODCAST, Adam Begin. Have a good evening. Go.
That was in Bangor, Maine. I went to his signing in Bangor, Derry, Maine, there last summer, and I ended up going outside smoking a joint with him. And I go, "Can you give me an intro of the show?" Because he's been on the show a couple times, and he messaged me saying, "I'm coming in from Seattle. I want to meet you." Fucking Marlon Taylor, Mike Hanlon from the Losers Club, the original It, wants to meet me. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna pass that up, right? So that was awesome. So I appreciate you, Marlon. We talk a lot on Facebook. His birthday was the day too. So happy birthday, Marlon. Appreciate it. So my guest coming up now, Mary Elizabeth J. Author. She has The War of the Dragon King. She's got other books on the way. She's in a very small town in Maine. I ended up meeting her because I moved to this town, so we're not going to discuss it because it's like population 12. Look at this fucking thing. Stephen King, eat your heart out. I got to read this thing soon. I got to get to it because Mary's on the way to her second book already. What's up, Thomas Patrick Gormley checking in from Connecticut. The charcuterie board is ready. Liquid spirits. Let's do it. Glorious weirdos. Fucking right. So Mary came on a minute ago. We had a hard time talking. Let's see if we can get her. Mary, you coming in 3, 2, 1. Mary J. No. Oh. What do you got in your hand? You were holding something up. You got a book? Oh, it's your phone. Okay. Sometimes it's just, it's also, we also had like 8 inches of snow here in Maine and wind. So, right, there's always, communication problems. Mama Wolf, unfortunately. What's up, kid in Ohio? Dina, I'm sorry. We're going to get Mama Wolf on. I'm sure you're tuning in for that. Yellow Wolf's mother, Sheila. But she had some difficulties. She can't do it. She actually just did a move and everything. So she's going to do it in the future, unfortunately. Yeah, Dina, no sound from me either. You can't hear me? Because I can't hear her. Can you guys hear me? No sound. No kidding. So you can't hear what I'm saying. Or is there no sound from either of us? Now I'm confused. Thomas, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Someone writing comments. So now they're saying no sound, so I don't know. Okay, Jordan Bean. Mary, Jordan's checking in. Heather can hear me. Jordan Bean knows us. Oh, I can hear you. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Well, yeah, we went pre-show and she was trying to chime in and no luck, Mary. No, that's fine. You haven't really done a lot of these, and it was kind of last minute. I'm not going to lie. Mama Wolf canceled on me today, literally 4 hours ago. I was going to go on alone. I said, "Hey, Mary, you fucking bored?" Well, real quick, I know, Mary, I'll cut you loose, but real quick, it's coming up. We got to talk soon. You guys see that? Independent author right here in the foothills of Bangor, Maine area, Stephen King Central. I know Mary. Mary, we'll get you back on. Yeah, log back out and try again from your phone, maybe. You want to do that? Try if you want. You can log out and come back on, and I'll you know me, I'm a talker. I'll kill some time. All right. Good luck, Mary. Yeah, boy. Well, that's what happens, guys. Unfortunately, like I said, Mama Wolf canceled on me. She had nothing against her. She literally got a hold of me and said, "I'm sorry, I can't do it." And shout out to her. I'm not going to tell you why because it's none of your fucking business. But I know why, and it doesn't. You guys don't need to know why. But she's not going to be here. It's nothing ill will. Just shit happens, guys. It's life, man. So, one out, want. It's going to be just me for a little bit. We'll try here real quick. Jordan, what's up? Checking in. Appreciate you. This is my girl, Heather. See you tomorrow night, baby girl. Can't wait to drive down after work. You guys can hear me. Good deal. I need the event links. Yes, I definitely will. If you want, follow the page. I'm not doing a cheap plug, Dina, but follow Historically Haunted VODCAST. If you look right here, there's a picture when I met Yella. His mama's sticker of me and my girl, Heather, met him. Backstage passes in Portland, Maine, when they played Mama Wolf sticker. Yella signed my poster, and then I just reached out to Sheila, and now she talks to me and Heather a little bit, and it just shit happens, man. So yeah, I will follow the page. We've had other people on. If you look at my cover photo, I've had the guy from Killer Clowns from Outer Space on. I got some people coming up from horror movies soon. I've had people from Stephen King movies on. I've had other musicians on, different people, actors, actresses, all that shit. Psychics, mediums, paranormal people. So maybe you'll like it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I definitely keep you posted on Mama and find out when she's going to come back on. And yeah, check it out. Just watch the show. We're here every week, uncut, uncensored. I'm going to smoke a joint here right now. Diego, the podcaster, guys. Let's Find Out podcast. He also does the Bonus Overdrive Wednesdays, man. He is a former professional wrestler. Diego, he does his own podcast now. He's one of my clients. You want him, hit up Historically Haunted Booking. He's a good dude. Knows his shit. I'm about to follow it. Oh, appreciate you. Love this shit. Awesome. You're part of the fucking club. You're a historian, man. I appreciate you. It's, it started out as just a ghost thing, and then it started going out to variety, man. I'll talk to anybody. Wrestlers, horror movie people, exotic dancers, fucking serial killers, man. Whatever. George, what's up? We had a last minute cancellation. Unfortunately, shit happens. And then, of course, I just had a new guest and they couldn't speak. So it's going to be me. And that's cool. I don't go alone much. I play some YouTube videos maybe in a little bit. But I'll let you guys know what I'm up to. Let's see. What am I up to? Well, we just got about 8 inches of snow today in Maine. And we're getting another, I think, 1.5 feet on Saturday. So, she's back. So, yeah, I've been cold. Did I say serial killer? Yeah, I did. Mary, we better be able to hear you this time. What's up, girl?
Hey, is it any better?
Yes! Mary's got a voice, everyone. Okay.
It took like 5 minutes of playing on my phone because my laptop's junk.
No, that's cool.
Go with that.
Cool. No, we got 9 people watching. We get people checking in, want to know what's up. Cancellation guest. My other guest can't speak, so I said, I'm fucking holding the wheels to this wagon. We're not going off the road, Mary.
Not yet, anyways.
Appreciate you, God. Appreciate you trying again. So, look at this fucking thing. Am I wrong or what?
I know. I've got mine right here.
No, but you signed mine to me. You didn't sign yours to you, so mine's better. It's autographed.
I know. Mine isn't signed. Mine's just mine.
Oh, yes. Appreciate you checking. It's still staying. I know you're checking in from Mama, but still, you know what? Like I said, guys, hey, man, shit happens. And next thing you know, you'll end up meeting someone or finding something out. Because, yeah, Mary's, I called you basically a sci-fi fantasy author. Horror. I mean, not really horror, right? But it's.
Yeah, not really horror. Just a lot of fantasy.
That's nothing wrong with that. Fairies, dragons, all that good stuff. So I'm going to start the show like I always do, and I've seen you checking in before, so I appreciate you watching, Mary. Living right here in the very small town of Maine. Mary's literally my fucking neighbor. Gave me a ride into work the other day, and that's no shit. Like, literally today. I probably already said too much on that. So, Mary, what's inspired you for all this stuff? Would you grow up on fairy tales and dragon lore and all that shit? Or, like...
I did, I grew up watching Dragonheart. That was big when I was young. That was my go-to, Dragonheart or Jurassic Park. Those are my shows.
Jurassic Park.
I found my love of writing back in 3rd grade.
Wow.
It's like our teacher would set aside about an hour every day to write, and that's when I fell in love with writing.
And most kids,
I used to write mostly about my cats.
Oh, I say you
Cats
love
with
your dog. More than
superpowers.
me. Yeah. So you don't know, Mary's got some kitties. She got a puppy that just gave birth to a bunch of doggies. Mary likes people. Don't get me wrong. She's got a kid, but she's very much likes animals more, I think. And that's okay. So, I mean, is there something besides, I mean, like, so you say Jurassic Park. So I guess it's just the whole fantasy or almost lore of, because people say dragons existed, and I believe in that. So it is fantasy, but at the same time, you guess you like monsters, right?
Yeah, monsters are. I have created a couple of different like monsters in books and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think just the creative process is what's fun. I can world build, make up my own rules.
That's the best part. That's the best part. There literally is no guidelines of being a fantasy author. It's not like you have to follow the rules. It's like you said, it's fiction. Yeah, that's cool. So Jurassic Park. So you like that stuff, the movies and shit. What was the other one? I'm thinking Jumanji. That's a
Oh,
good one.
Jumanji was great.
In Berwick, Maine, they have. You remember the beginning of the scene, the factory where the kid gets chased by the other kids to the factory?
Mhm.
That's actually an apartment complex in Berwick, Maine. I've been there. I got pictures on the outside. Looks just the same. Unfucking believable. So living in Maine, we got ourselves some monsters. You believe in the Wendigo and that stuff? You believe in Bigfoot and Yeti and all that?
I'll sit there. I have a picture from my trail cam. It was a really foggy night, but you can kind of see a silhouette on it through the fog. And it's like, oh, look, there's Bigfoot trying to say hi again.
Because I say you got about 30, 40 acres in back there, all woods. You must have something living back there.
I've got lots of things living back there. I've seen a moose. There was a bear.
There are
I've caught everything on my trail cams.
I knew there was black bear up here, or brown bear. Gotta be.
Oh yeah, I've caught one on my trail cam.
Wow. So where does Mary, someone who's basically trying to be a entrepreneur / small business owner, full-time worker, mother, caretaker, girlfriend, where does someone like Mary, pet owner, mother, where do you find time to read, like write? Do you set yourself a time every week? Okay, I got to read, I got to write, whatever, an hour at least.
It's called I sleep like maybe a couple hours a night.
Vampirism, that's what it was. Okay. Because I know you bust your ass at work and you go home and you deal with a whole family and animals. You literally are, the glue in that whole situation. So it's hard, I can imagine, to find time for yourself like right now. But that's good. I mean, you need that, right?
I do, yeah. And like if I'm on my computer, I'm either trying to get my business up and going or I'm writing. I've always got stuff to do.
Oh yes, I'll say Mary is. I don't want to obviously disclose too much because I don't want to and it's your thing. But do you want to talk about like your future thing? What you're going to do with the whole brewmaster stuff and restaurant? Well,
yeah, I mean, I am trying to reopen a brewery that's up in my town that has a restaurant attached to it, and I want to put a brick oven in it for brick oven pizzas, brick oven breads, because you can't beat those. One of these days it'll be open. I am working on it. I've got my business plan done. I've got a whole bunch of financial statements done. Like I've got so much done for it. All I need now is funding.
yeah, you even got workers picked out. Why not?
I do.
For those of you, hello everybody checking in. What's going on from Kentucky? What's up, Emily? Mo Wolf couldn't make it tonight, so we have author Mary J instead. Please join the show. Check it out. She will be back at some point. Gene, fellow Mainer. Gene, I don't know if you remember Bissell. Well, you must have, I'm sure. Bissell Brothers in not Portland, but the other location. I hate to say it without just saying it. What the fuck ever. Milo. It's for sale. There's an old caboose engine out there and stuff, and they want to turn it into a full-time restaurant and bar, make their own beer, make their own drinks, and Mary's looking into that. And don't come stalking us, motherfuckers. But yeah, that's a small place. Brewmaster Adam. Well, actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna jump on board. I'll train whatever it takes, man. I'll be security if I have to. I'll bounce motherfuckers out of there that are
Right.
The big guns. But so, who does Mary look to for authors? Like, do you have inspirations in your league of what you're into for novels?
I grew up really liking Nora Roberts. She's got a lot, even though she's like a lot of romance too, but she has some like fantasy romance, suspense books. They're really good. I like Nora Roberts. I always have. Stephen King, of course. I'm Maine. Who hasn't read Stephen King?
Well, one of them at least, right? For Christ's sake, I mean. What's your favorite King book?
I've always been partial to Dreamcatcher.
Oh, I haven't read that yet. I've seen the movie when they're in the snow and the worm comes through the snow and shit. And the animals
I like that one.
through.
Thinner was an interesting book, Thinner.
Bachman.
And the movie was...
The movie, that was filmed in Belfast, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thinner. Oh, that's cool. I've never read that one either, but I know he wrote under Bachman, but oh, that's cool. So I know I know, but of course I'm going to ask you questions a lot of people don't know. Who does your illustrations?
I did the rough draft of it, but when I went through Dorrance, they actually did the illustration for me. They took what I had given them and played on it, but I do like to illustrate my own stuff. But of course, I've got just the free program, so I don't have all that high-tech blending equipment that you can do like on.
No, just kidding. It looks like it's fantastic. It's the wording is good. It's actually a pretty small word, so it's going to be a while to fucking read. But it's not a lot of pictures. It's a lot of words, which is great. But it's the real deal, guys. It's the real.
But I like to keep chapters short, so when you're like, oh, I'm just going to read one more chapter and then go to bed, it's only like 3-4 pages. But if you're sitting there reading one more chapter and it's 50 pages or half the book, you're up all night long. I don't like long chapters. I like short chapters.
No. See, you remind me, people I know that they can't put it down, and then it's like this chapter's so fucking long, but I can't stop till it's done. People can't stop half chapters.
Mm-hmm. I can't either.
No, you can't. So let's do some fun ones. We got plenty of time. Well, real quick, let's plug some shit. If people want a book from Mary, is it on Amazon? Is it?
It is on Amazon. It's also on my website. It's maryjcreations.com. I'm pretty sure. My computer doesn't always let me go onto that one because that one I got through my agency, URL Lincoln Media. But it is on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. You can find it on like BAM, Walmart.
BAM, that's right. 2 books a million. Okay, yep. Let's do some fun ones. What does Mary like to, I know a little bit, but what does Mary like to listen to for music? I found out today.
I'm a big country girl. I like country music. I listen to most everything, but country's my go-to.
What are some big ones like? What is it like? You like old school Cash and Willie Nelson, David Allen Co, shit like that, or new stuff?
I do like the older. That's why I like Saturday nights because it has the country gold from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I tune into that every week.
That's cool. It's making a comeback. You must have heard of Oliver Anthony, the new guy from Virginia, the little redhead guy.
I think, yeah, he was featured on one of the morning shows.
Yeah,
that I listened to.
Nothing wrong with some good old country. Nothing wrong with some good old bullshit.
No, I love country.
Everybody fucking loves Johnny Cash, so fuck off. What's one of Mary's? Okay, 2 questions. What's one of Mary's favorite movies? And what's one of your favorite Stephen King movies?
I've always loved It. For like the original It, that I was 5 years old when I first watched that. I was at my grandmother's. It's like, yeah, I was 5. My grandfather put it on, and they're like, "All right, it's 10 o'clock. You need to go to bed." I was sitting there laying there. It's like I can't sleep. They're like, oh, "Why? Is it bothering you too much?" It's like, "No, I need to know how it ends." So I stayed up till after midnight watching it and how it ended because it's like I need to know.
You've been into this shit for a while, then it hasn't bothered you, like fantasy.
And then, of course, back when I was younger too, they had that when the Leprechaun first came out. You know, he'd like lose his hand, and the hand would still go chasing after you and kill you.
Oh my god!
The original Leprechaun movies.
Yes, Evil Dead 2 when he fights his own hand.
Yeah, all the good ones.
Oh my god, that's a riot. That's pretty good. I could see it. I haven't read it yet, but I could see this being a movie adaptation, like a War of the Dragon, because you're saying itself. The names of these people, man. The fucking the names they're hard to pronounce.
Some of them are, yeah.
They got like Xiuhcoati. Exoda?
Which one was it?
Xiuh.
Oh, Zucodal.
Zucodal stood motionless in the warm sunlight outside the temple. He heavily sighed as he stared down at Eagle, E-G-I-L,
yeah.
who had his talons gently wrapped around as he held them. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. That's going to take me about a year.
Be a lot better than some of my family members.
Oh,
My
see,
book's been out for a while, and I still haven't even touched it yet.
oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got people. My sister doesn't even watch my show. She doesn't even know I do. She never has. I don't tell her. I've had some fucking pretty people, good people on, even like regular. Like I said, I don't need to be an actor and actress, which I love Marlon. Don't get me wrong, but getting to know Mary and the world to know her, this is cool. So why not? It's fun. So Mary also, to go off subject a little bit, Mary also is a bartender of her own. Mary's always telling me of these concoctions she makes, different cocktails, I guess, right? Is that fair? Cocktails?
Yeah, there are cocktails. I'm actually drinking one now that I made.
And which is? It's what is it?
It's vodka, blue curacao, grenadine, and Sprite.
Sprite. But what's that thing you put in a lot of stuff lately? It's like a flower thing. Violet, right?
The creme de violet.
Creme de violet. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's cool.
It's basically violet liqueur. It's very floral.
Floral. Might be a spring. I miss spring.
Me too.
But that's something.
All this snow is just brutal.
Oh, it's brutal. Like even going to work. Dude, Mary gave me a ride because my car sucks, and this is no shit. And we got passed twice by people going like 60 on this icy road. Mary's like, well, yeah, what if a deer jumps out? Guess what fucking happens? A deer jumps out, right?
Yeah, like just like 100 feet down the road, deer comes out in front of that car that went blazing past me. It's like, haha.
With no lights on.
That's what happens.
Oh my God, bro. I tell you, living up in northern Maine, it's you can ask Heather. She goes, there's two Maines. There's Augusta North and Augusta South. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be north. Yeah, there's two Maines. And I live in I don't know, man. Anyway, it's hard up here. But anyway, I digress. Fuck, where was I going? Oh, yes. So what about food, Mary? What's one of your favorite go-to for meals? You're always cooking something fucking tasty up.
I like my mac and cheese that I make. That one's a go-to. I like making ribs. My slow cooker ribs are really good.
But I'll go back mac and cheese, though. People do like buffalo chicken mac. Do you do shit like that? Do you do, yeah?
I like to put those French fried onion crunchies on top before I bake it.
Those are so tasty. Orange juice and Kahlua tastes like Tootsie Roll. Oh.
I'll have to try that.
Food for thought, Mary. And she's adding stuff to her menu. She's going to name it. There's a lot of railroad lumberjacks, railroaders, ice fishermen type of shipment up here, hunters. And that's what Mary's kind of going for with her theme of her restaurant. It's going to be all the food and everything else is just going to be all end of the line type of stuff, so to speak. Huh?
Yeah, comfort food.
Yes, I remember the end of the line. That's a great name. So hopefully we'll have you back on when that's a go. I mean, like I said, this is kind of a last minute thing. I just want people to get to know you, and hopefully by the time that's a go, we'll be in the restaurant. You'll have your other book coming out, and we can catch up.
And hopefully a better laptop by the time.
Yes, we're still gonna. Oh, look at this! Jordan's already obsessed. Jordan, we love Jordan.
Oh, my son loved that mac and cheese pizza I made.
Oh my God. Jordan had all 4 of his wisdom teeth pulled yesterday, and he's all high on fucking. Take care, Jordan. We love you. We miss you, man. Guy's fucking 20 pounds lighter with 4 missing teeth now. The biggest teeth he got. You imagine? I fucking hate that. So, Mary, give me one of your favorite. I mean, obviously you've been in the small town of Maine, but have you been out of Maine? Do you have a favorite place you've been and a bucket list place?
I did do a year of college over in Henniker, New Hampshire. And I met my friend Heather. She's from Keene, Vermont. Or she's from Vermont, but we spent some time in Keene. And yeah, it's like Vermont is so pretty.
There's something in Henniker. What the fuck is it? I've been there with Heather. There's a graveyard because there's some person buried there. There's a house. There's a house.
I can't think of it now, but yeah, the college I went to there was not far from that. And so Heather and I used to go there all the time and just.
That's my girlfriend's name.
The kids.
What the fuck? Heather, what was in Henniker? I'm looking it up real quick, Mary. Don't mind me. I got it on my Facebook page. Just a house in Henniker. Someone died or they're buried there and their ghosts talk to people, or does that sound right?
It sounds familiar. We did do a lot of the Henniker lore when I was there because I like the paranormal stuff. I'm weird.
That's what I'm going to get to because that's about the show and everything. But I was saying, oh man, you got me fucking looking now because I'm like, wait a minute. There's not many places called Henniker, and there's a graveyard downtown. Shit, where's my New Hampshire stuff? But Vermont's beautiful. I went to Madame Cherie's Castle, right on the border of Vermont, New Hampshire. It's a castle in the woods. Ocean-born Mary, thank you, fucking. She was born at sea, and the pirate came on the ship, and he said he's going to kill everybody on board, and there was a girl giving birth because she was pregnant, and he goes, I'll spare everybody's life if you name that child after my mother, Mary. And they named her Ocean-born Mary, and then the pirate came back to live with her when he was dying because that was like he saved her. And oh, thank you, Thomas. Fuck, that's a good one. That's it. Sorry, Mary. My ADHD's all over the place. I'm just like I am when I'm at work. Another Mainer, Natalie Breton, NB Photography. Mary's another Mainer too. So, are you willing to do meet and greets and book signings and shit, Mary? You know me, I'm a booking agent. I'd love to get you to some spots.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, you're open for all that?
I am.
All right, let's get back. So favorite places you say are basically New Hampshire and Vermont. So I guess New England still, right?
Yeah, I haven't really left New England.
I don't. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been to Iowa, I've been to Florida, and it's all great. But I'm like, man, New England's where it's at. I mean, winters get old, but other than that, like I love fall. I love seasons. What's your favorite place to go in Maine or New England?
I've been to Fort Worth. That was fun.
Bucket list, though.
Bucket list.
Have you been to Salem?
I have not, but I've been wanting to go.
You need to go to Wichtown, USA, Mary.
I do have ancestors that were, tried as witches years ago.
Oh, now you're holding back on me. Let's open this up a little bit because you were talking about your paranormal side, and you are an author, and I want to plug your book, but I want to talk ghosts, historically haunted. Let's talk about this. So that's in your bloodline, huh?
It is.
Sponsored by Witch and Life Guide, Heather Kemenidi. Go to her page for insight, witchy stuff, good witchy stuff. Witches aren't just Hollywood. Witches are the real deal, spiritual. Like Heather, she makes her own fucking sage and stuff, just like you, grows her own, whatever. So you follow that a little bit? I mean, do you, or, like not the satanic shit, but I mean, do no shit, take no harm type thing, witchy stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like, somewhat like that. But years ago when my aunt died, we all knew she was still in the house, because she died in her sleep from a heart attack, and she always had to have all the lights on in the house. And so when Terry moved out, it's like we'd have to go there like 2 to 3 times a day just to shut off all the lights in an empty house.
People go, well, faulty switches, bad wiring. No. Paranormal.
No, it's Karen. She's still turning on the lights. It got to the point where we had to shut off the electricity because she would not leave them off.
Wow. Is that's the witchy side too?
I think so, because it's on the J side, like the J side of my family.
Wow. That's cool. So I see this is stuff we're busy and stuff when we're doing shit at work, so I don't get to talk to you. But I didn't realize, like, as far as that stuff goes, you have ties to Salem and shit. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So you're definitely a believer. That was my next kind of question: is do you believe in all this shit? But yeah, you do.
I've had experiences with it.
What about the old house where you live right now in your town? I'm not going to mention it, but you know what I mean. I know where it is. Is it the land out there? Any?
We do have some weird stuff going. Like, I've caught weird things on my trail cams, but the house itself,
looks older. Really. No, it looks like it's early 1900s. I'd say got to be 1920s.
Yeah, it was built back in the 50s by my great uncle Steve.
No shit. I hear certain things about up in these woods and shit like that. Just the whole Appalachian Trail ends over there a little bit. Just little things. It's kind of freaky up here. Another triangle and stuff.
But such a big old house, he cut a lot of corners.
He used a couple of human bodies as insulation. He opened the wall, his bones in there.
You'd be surprised at what we found in these walls. Like, the way he wired everything, all the piping he'd sit there, he got from like scrap yards and would just weld it to fit.
Wow. It looks pretty cool when you go by it. And the outside, it looks like almost like an old school mansion, but no shit. They did that back then, though. You had to. It wasn't that they were cheap. It's just that's what they had to do. They didn't have a lot of shit like they do now, material-wise,
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah. I know half of our house isn't even usable.
No
It's a
shit.
big house. Half of it's not even workable, usable.
It's all for show.
It is. It's just all storage. The other half.
So, if you guys don't know, Mary's, she's kind of like a cosplayer, like a gamer. I guess you want not a LARPer, but you're kind of into that shit, fantasy shit. You do your Pokemon.
I've done a couple LARPs.
Yeah. You very much have that artsy fantasy side of life, which I dig because I've always gotten into that to an extent. I've always thought it was pretty neat. I know people call us nerds, and I get it, but what isn't a nerd? You're a football nerd. You like stats. You like, I used to be a football nerd, so whatever the fuck. Everybody's got a different thing, right?
Everybody's a nerd in their own way.
Pretty much. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So, let's get back into like monsters and shit because I'm kind of curious. Like, what else have you seen back there? Because you've been there your whole life. You must have seen shit when you were a kid.
There was one time I was coming home in the middle of winter at night, and I could have sworn it was a bear that crossed in front of me, but everybody's like, no, it wasn't. It couldn't have been a bear. They're hibernating right now. It's like, well, it ran across on 4 legs and then stood up on 2 and then walked into the woods.
And it was huge, like a
It was
bear.
huge, like a bear.
It wasn't a dog. It wasn't like a German Shepherd. Fucking...
No, dogs can't stand up on their hind legs and walk into the woods.
True. No, that's true. No, they can stand for a second to pounce, but not like that's a parlor trick.
But it's like I didn't really get a good look at whatever it was, but it's like you could see the black silhouette of it. It's like because I was going slow, so I was able to kind of just like drive by slow, and I saw it. It's like, holy shit, what is that?
Dude, there's some
towns. I told everybody it's a bear. It's like, no, it couldn't have been a bear.
Oh, dude, there's some towns, Brownville and stuff, where they have all the railroads. There's a couple decayed houses and just different shit. And it's such a horror movie vibe. It's such a vibe where even with my cell phone, if my car were to die, I'd probably piss myself. Like even where I live this is probably the loudest I get during the week is my podcast. Other than that, I'm on my couch just watching horror movies and shit quietly, smoking weed. I get loud in my podcast room on Thursdays, but this town is quiet. It's fucking eerie, dude. I grew up in Lisbon where Stephen King went to high school, and I thought that was chill. But moving up here by fucking East Bumfuck, wow, Millinocket and stuff. It's I could see why you could write about things like that. So, no, did I ask you if anyone in your family's been an author?
My uncle. Yeah. Why can't I always called him Uncle Dopey. I don't know why, but Uncle Kenny. He was always Uncle Dopey for reasons. But Uncle Kenny has written some books, but mostly just like memoirs and stuff.
So you kind of just do your own thing then, I guess. You just kind of like sit in the way. That's pretty cool. I dig that. Because as you know, we talked that I'm halfway through my first book. I've been drooling on it for 2 years. And they say the first one's your worst one. Once you get out of the way, it's all good. But I keep throwing pages away going, well, this sucks. And I just, fucking, you know what I mean? You're your own worst critic. Am I wrong? You really are.
You would not believe the amount of work I've thrown out from writing books.
Really? Do you regret any of it?
I've scrapped like whole books before. I'll be like, all right, it's just about done. It's like, nah.
Wow. So, okay. So it's not just a thing then. I mean, I get it because you want to portray it. You're out there and you don't want someone else calling it shit. You'd rather just call it shit yourself. But Stephen King threw away his first book and his wife took it out of the trash. So I guess there's that, which I think about sometime. I go, well, maybe. But so where do you get ideas from? Just watching shows, doing shows? Do you just...
Sometimes, other times, I have some weird ass dreams. Like you would not believe it. That's where the inspiration for my War of the Dragon King came from. Is I had this weird dream of this kid or boy that found an Ender dragon in a cave, and I ran with it.
I like
That's
that.
literally how it came to be. Is I had that weird dream of a boy finding a dragon in a cave.
Just everyday shit, you know what I mean? Just everything that happens to every boy. That's all. I haven't been at 12, you know what I mean? That's a trip. It reminds me of Pete the Magic Dragon, but not obviously a kiddie way. But Pete found his dragon. That's old school. I remember that. I believe in that shit though. The Japanese and shit do parades and festivals. You must know Japan, China. Mm-hmm. They really believe in the Year of the Dragon, all that stuff. They believe it. Do you think it really existed back in the day, like dinosaur style?
I don't put anything by it. In the town where I live, if you got to use your imagination, but on this, if you get the angle just right, there's a mountain, and you can see this a dragon on it. It looks like a dragon hit the mountain and just left a silhouette there.
Not Katahdin, is it?
No, it's not Catan. I'll have to show you it sometime.
Because we weren't alive. I'm sure we found bones, but if we can find these pterodactyls, you don't think those pterodactyls are actually dragons? I mean, I don't know. Even now, supposedly. I believe in all that. Why not? Life's too short.
Exactly.
So, is there any place outside of America you got to go? Like, I got to go to Italy. That's where my family's from. Is Italian. We're Italian. Is there any place you got to go to? Like, do you love to go see the castles and shit, like London or whatever, Stonehenge?
I've wanted to go to a lot, like there's like a lot of castles in Germany and stuff like that. I've always been interested in it, and but also like Japan. I'm a big nerd, so I like. My son and I, we enjoy Pokemon,
animation
stuff
stuff
like that.
Japanimation.
Yeah.
My girl's kid's into that, all that stuff, all the everything, even and I have nothing against it. To each their own, man. Some of this is pretty fucking good, honestly. Some of their samurai movies are really good. So it sounds like you got a bunch, but it sounds like Asia's right up there for the most part.
Yeah.
Even though Germany would be great, you'd learn some probably good beer recipes there.
Maybe go to Australia sometime and fight a spider that's bigger than me.
Oh my God. Mary's got some balls. Most chicks hate spiders. Mary's like, bring it on, Sabretooth. That's funny. Well, yeah, we still get some time. Like I said, we're talking to author Mary J, guys. You can get her stuff. If you see the show and you really don't remember where to get her, but message me, hit me up. I know her personally. I can figure out how to get a book to you. But she's also a restaurant entrepreneur, a brewing entrepreneur with her man. They're gonna get their own place and do their own craft beers, drinks, burgers. That'll be soon to come. And what is this? Live in Emily Wilson, what's going on? Live in Cave County, dead and surrounded by creeks and woods of all kinds of creatures. All right, another river, love it. Oh, awesome. Cave County, that must be like Georgia or something. Let us know where you're checking in. Don't have to say the town, but Jordan loves Tokyo. Oh, I bet you it's the best food ever.
I know. I've been wanting to go there just to try all their food.
Dude, not to bring it up, but Jordan's probably the fastest fucking person I've ever worked with when it comes to just anything. That fucking guy, between making food and just running around, not to bring up work, but holy fuck. I gotta admit, I love our. I'm not gonna bring it up. I am, of course, I am, but I love our team, and I love when because we flow good together. And I gotta say, you're a killer worker, and the day that you're a business owner, you're gonna do great because you know what's up. You don't cut corners. You do your thing, and that's what's up. Kentucky. Oh, what's going on? That's cool. Checking in from Kentucky. Very cool. Monmouth Cave. I'll have to put my bucket list. I've been out to a couple different places, but Kentucky never been. So yeah. I'm like a stone right now. So and I've had this
I've always wanted to go to Tennessee because all their big country stuff. I want to go there. Nashville, Tennessee.
I've been to Nashville. I did go to Nashville. I went to the country. I went to the Nashville Country Music Place. I went to Vanderbilt University. I went to different place. Tootsie's. Johnny Cash has been there. Dolly's been there. Yes. Princess Alley. Oh, it was just once, but I had some hot Nashville chicken. That was good. We did a road trip. Stayed at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Got to stay by the battlefields. So there's some cool shit. Out in New England's great, but there's some cool shit. Don't get me wrong. I still want to go to New Orleans, but been to Radford, Virginia, been to different places. So you got to experience it, Mary. Maine's awesome, but I think you'd like some cool shit out there while you can. So we're going to get you on a book signing tour sooner than later.
Yes.
And before you start your business, do that. That way you can save up some money, do that, then go back and do the business and have your plaques on the wall at the place. Be the biggest star in this little town, man. So what keeps you going, Mary? What keeps you wanting to write? I mean, obviously it's like it's your thing, but I mean, you just love it. It's in your blood. It's not a job, huh?
No, it's just what I love to do. I write when I I have ideas in like the weirdest spots. Like a lot of times at work, I'm literally just running through book scenes in my head while I'm doing whatever.
That reminds me of every author. They always talk about how they're always constantly thinking of a plan. It's almost like a director, I think, for a movie or a writer, film writer.
It's like it's a movie playing through my head, and I just write out whatever I see. Or
It's a
Like my
script.
characters, they're just doing stupid things, and I just write out incident reports.
Just change the names so you don't get sued. The names have changed to protect the innocent, like they do in movies. You know what's funny though? Maybe not 9 out of 10, but maybe 6 out of 10 movies are probably written by authors. It's not just Stephen King movies, but a lot of movies are based off authors' books or loosely based. You know what I mean? So, you ever thought about writing a movie script or you're turning one of these into a film down the line?
My agent was actually going to start helping me work on turning my book into a screenplay so we could potentially send it in.
Even an independent film, that'd be amazing. That would be dope.
I'm not very good at screenplays, so it's like it would be somebody from their company, but I'd approve the entire thing. Like, you'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm okay with how it's written now. So, and then they'd send it in and see if anybody picks it up.
And then you get the rights to it and you get a little bit of coin. Yeah. And you get to have your name in the, yeah. I mean, obviously we're not jinxing it, but anything's possible. So that's cool. Oh yeah. That's cool. Like I said, I mean, I want to go to like, have you been to Briar Patch in Bangor? They might take your book. They do a lot of independents. I want to go try to.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to get it spots, but I haven't been to Bangor in a while.
No, me either.
I try to avoid Bangor. I mean, there's a lot of crazy drivers. I worked in Bangor for years, and
when you go by that little street past when you go downtown by the Whoopie Pie place, you gotta take a right and they get the right of way too, and you both turn on and people, oh my god, I go, that is so dumb. Yeah. Bangor is not Portland, but oh boy, it's
bunch of idiot drivers out there.
I tell you, yeah. Well, even look at even goddamn fucking Quebec, for Christ's sake, getting past in a snowstorm. Who does that?
Especially downhill when it's illegal to pass.
Yeah, and a road, it's double. Yeah, they know their roads.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, you can start writing horror movies just based on real life soon enough. So what was that drink you made the other day? I'm curious because you got names for you guys. She's not just gonna have like a little bar you go in and have a Coors Light. It's gonna be like micro brews. It's gonna be home brews. It's gonna be mixed cocktail drinks. It's gonna be like she made. What did you make? Crab rangoon pizza last week or something?
I did. That's gonna be one of my specialties on my menu: crab rangoon pizza, mac and cheese pizza. I'm trying to make ones that you can't just go to a normal pizza joint and find. It's like I've got one. It's apple bacon with red onion. It's really good. I've got one. It's like taco pizza where nice layer of that taco seasoned hamburger, lettuce, tomato, nacho chips to add that crunch.
All right, Mary, I'm drooling. You can stop now. Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about. It's not just a place to go and get hammered. It's a place to go, relax, talk to people, catch up in the world. There's not a lot of places to hang out in this part of Maine. There really isn't. We all have lives. We all like to get out of the house and fucking shoot the shit with Tom, Steve, Mary, Mike, whatever. And I'm excited. Hopefully, when I get you back, we can promote that place. And I don't want to jinx it, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But just follow my page. If you're cool, Mary might accept your friend request. Don't blow her up though. But I'll keep you posted on the restaurant if you're in Maine and you want to come up to Stephen Kingville, take a historically haunted tour of Stephen King's house and shit. You go about 45 minutes or so towards Mount Katahdin, and Mary will have a restaurant right there. You guys can go to Mount Katahdin after if you want the Iron Furnace. I'll bring you there. That's pretty cool too. But
come have my famous engine room drink.
Yeah. Oh shit. As I'm saying, it's all fucking. Oh, Jordan says, can't wait. For that bartender conversation after a long day. Crab rangoon pizza, count me in. Honey pizza. See? Yeah, she said earlier she puts her own cayenne pepper in her honey. Fucking A, man. Look at that. You got ideas coming in already from people.
I know.
That's a fucking plug, man. So until the websites and shit are up, like I said, guys, if you want, just follow my historically haunted page, VODCAST page. I'll keep Mary's things plugged as they come in. Or, of course, if you're my friend, I'll let you know. But right now, there's not really a lot in the restaurant. It's not open yet. But once it is, we'll let you know. And as far as the books go, message me if you want a copy. Message Mary. I'll let her know. And if you're cool, she'll sign it. And, we got about 5-10 minutes left, Mary. Anything you want to talk about? Anything I left out? How about this? I always ask my guests to ask me a question. You play the host. They hate that one. They put them on the spot. Go ahead.
I know it does. So what made you start the podcast years ago?
You know me, Mary. It's never a short story, so this is going to take up all 15 minutes. So good question. No, so I've been. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been in this shit for a long time. So, long story short, I was homeless. I was living out back in an RV after my mom died. I lived in Scarborough, Maine, back in a flea market, and a big 50-foot Ford Bounder I bought for like $2,000. And I lived in that. So I was talking to some dude from Canada on this radio show about my paranormal adventures, and he's like, "Boy, you're a talker. You're a good speaker. You want your own radio show? I'll pay you $10 a month." I go, "What?" It'll be played through because he's from Canada. It'll be played Canada, America, Mexico. I go, "Yeah." Paranormal King Radio Network, historically haunted show. I did it every Friday. It was not visual. It was just talking, but he would call me up, give me the countdown, and I talked to UFOologist, exorcist, demonologist, paranormal investigators, psychic mediums, all that type of shit. And then someone's like, "You should do a visual podcast, like a visual." I go, what is that? And then I found StreamYard. It was free. So I did that a year or two later. And next thing you know, people are paying me sponsorships and shit, talking to me, and then I'm getting to talk to people. I go, well, I've been doing this for like 4 years now. And I'm like, no one gives a fuck, but people seem to care. So I said, well, what the fuck, right? I'm a talker. And instead of just talking about bullshit, which I do, but talk for an hour to someone else about bullshit. And people that enjoy it. I've made some good friends, and I've already known you, but to bring you on and know more about you, to have my people, Thomas Patrick Gormley, Emily Wilson, all these people listen to you, talk to you. And fucking A, man, it's fun. It's like a friendship to me because I'm 45 now with no mother, and my family don't give a fuck. Like with you, like I haven't had any visitors in the 2 years I've been up here, almost 3 years I've been up here. So no one seems to want to hang out with me. But I got my Facebook family, my podcasters every week. They go, "Hey, Adam." So everybody needs something. So yeah, short answer long. that was that was it.
I like speaking to people. It's always fun.
Yeah. Well, I think is I get to pick and choose. I mean, every once in a while, someone will go, "Hey, I'd like to come on your show. Here's my credentials." But typically, it's me going, "Hey, man, I'd love to talk to you for an hour. I love your work in this horror movie. You got killed, right?" Or, "Hey, dude, you paranormal investigate? Come on my show. Let's shoot the shit." So, and then next thing you know, people send me $10 a week sponsorship. It's 2-week minimum, so I get $20 PayPal, and people sponsor the show. They get their names on the bottom and all that shit, and people send stars. I make a little bit of money, and fucking, it's fun, man. And until it's free, so until I'm sick of talking, and I got people lined up all summer, so until I'm sick of talking to people, because this isn't like real life. I can just shut the camera off and go, "See you later." You know what I mean? It's not like they are at work, which is quick at work too, which is nice. But then there's people like you and Jordan who I actually do enjoy. I enjoy you guys, Antoine, Laura. There's people I do enjoy. People not so much, but anyway, yeah. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I said I never went to school for this shit. I was just an explorer. I go places looking for myth and lore. I do tours now of Stephen King filming sites, or Hannibal Hamlin died in Bangor. His couch is at the, I go to his grave, the couch. Al Brady was shot out front of the bookstore. That's why I went to Briar Patch, because Al Brady got shot out there by J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI. So I do that shit. And then I think I might as well talk about it and plug it. And then people have taken tours, which is neat. So and then I get free shit. I got all this stuff from people in my podcast room. Trinkets and autographs and stickers, and it'll be with me when I die. It'll go in my casket or get burned with me. But for now, why not? I'll look at it. I talk to awesome people like Mary Elizabeth J, author, entrepreneur, possible boss.
Steal you away.
Fucking A. Jordan, don't say nothing because you're coming too. So let's see. Let's talk fun for like 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. What does Mary see herself this time next year? Another book or two? Owning a restaurant?
I do one right now. I finished the rough draft of it. I got some editing done. Like, I just got to go through it now, find all my fixes, because I'm all like with typing. I'll just get going, and I'll forget a sentence or two in there. I won't lie.
Oopsie.
I'll be sitting there like I'm thinking I'm typing it, but in reality, I didn't. And then once that's going through and I get the fixes, I'll be sending that one into my agent to see about getting published as well. There is going to be a sequel to that book.
Because you're going in a different direction, so to speak, with one of these, aren't you? You're not right?
Yeah, the one I've got in, like, almost finished now is a completely different one. It was one I started back in middle school. It was my grandmother's favorite when she was around. She loved reading it. I just never got the chance to finish it before she passed, and now I'm finishing it for her.
And her honor should be dedicated to her. That's huge. I believe in that shit. So you definitely believe in the spiritual side. I like that because you're an author, and I'm not trying to pull away from that. And obviously an entrepreneur with all the business stuff, but you got a little bit of the witchy, spooky side. That's cool. That's cool. I respect that because why not, right? I mean, Awesome. Well, guys, we talking to how did I say that last part? Is Elizabeth or Elizabeth?
It's Elisabet.
Elizabeth. Okay, Mary Elizabeth J. I want to say Elizabeth because it looks, but there's no H. I'm like, well, that throws me off.
I just have a really first name.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And of course, I thought right away you were related to Adam because you guys both have the same last name at work. I'm like, no shit. What are the odds of that?
Yeah, there's a lot of J's around.
Yeah,
big family.
They call them Adam J. And I thought that was short for something because they go Adam B, Adam J. I go, oh, but my last name is Began. His last name literally is J. So, okay.
I know, it's like whenever I tell somebody, it's like they're like last name, it's like J. It's like, okay, what's the full name? J. J-A. What's it?
You're short for like Jameson or something. Like, no. Fucking. Cool. So, like I said, you guys can see Mary's got her. Oh, one more time, Mary. Plug your website one more time.
It's maryjcreations.com.
Okay, creations with a C, guys. Mary J J-A-Y. For those of you listening, not watching, is that one word altogether? Mary J Creations. Yeah. Oh, okay. Emily with a question. Tell us the title of your book again, please.
It's War of the Dragon King. Book 2 is going to be called Hunt for the Dragon King. The main character from book 1, Egil, he goes missing, and his son Atreus has to pair up with somebody he hates to try to find their fathers before, two kingdoms go to war with each other.
That's pretty cool. It's a pretty thick book. It's definitely well done, well illustrated, definitely well worded. It's a biggie, but you don't read a book to just get through it, right? So it's definitely something I got to start soon. I keep telling her that every week, but I'm done Dustin's book. I'm done Dustin's book, so I keep telling Dustin that I'm almost done your book. He's like, well, how far? I go, well, fuck, dude. Oh, cool. Yes, love the storyline. Well, definitely, Emily, check out, get your own copy. I'm sure Mary would love to ship you one out. She'd probably even sign it for you. Check her out. Message her, and I'm not trying to talk for her agent, but I'm just saying, at least message the page, figure it out. Sorry, Mary, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but hey, if you get one book sold, God damn it, we've done our work. So,
right?
Damn it. Mary, thank you so much for coming on last minute. I don't mean no disrespect. We'll get you on next time in full credit so we can get a poster out for a week ahead of time. Hello, Christine. Thanks for checking in. This will be up on YouTube tomorrow. You can rewatch this when it's done on Facebook. It only takes 20 minutes to go on there. And then I load it up to my YouTube channel, Historically Haunted. It'll be there forever. So you can rewatch the episode. Christine Marie's coming up to the main Paracon. September 6th, my birthday in Augusta. That's her flyer. I'll be there as a vendor too. And hopefully Mary will be there. We'll see. We'll try to get her in there. If not, for the future. So author Mary J, available for book signings and all that stuff. Yes, check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily, for the support. Yeah. Awesome. So thank you guys for watching. Mary, thank you for being my guest. Any last words before I pull the electric chair switch?
Just I'm thankful for everybody who tuned in, and if you want some signed copies for my book, just let me know.
I plug that. I'm an autograph guy. Maybe some people don't because they want it genuine and whatever, but I love my little to Adam, fucking blah 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 blah. To whom it may concern. So check out author Mary J, guys. Tell Adam sent you. Give me some props. We'll get her back on the show in the future. We're gonna talk about some yummy pizza and some yummy drinks. But until then, we'll see you next week. I forget who my guest is. It doesn't matter. Tune in next Thursday. Love you guys. Thanks to Story.